Mic test, mic test.
Yeah, we hear you.
Alright, it's game 2. First things first, I don't know, hindi ko alam na may game pala ngayon. Oh well.
Yeah, and if you're just joining us, thank you. This is the Jeto Cup semifinals, and we have the main man himself, Jeto here, and we have this match between Team Paradise versus AzG, and this is the best of three. And during the first match, AzG won convincingly. Yeah, and we're actually also here in the middle of the 6.79 patch. So let's see how both teams adjust to these new changes. Yeah, and actually ACG employed the 2-1-2 lane earlier, while Team Paradise stuck to their
Well,
defensive tri-lane. Uh,
well, 6 point. The new patch itself is. I see a lot of teams, even competitive. I think let's go for 2-1-2. The
mm,
new patch produced some interesting combos, interesting picks. Let's see what these two teams will come up.
yeah, and okay, so yeah, and right now Paradise with those initial picks and bans, so they banned the Chen and the Darkseer, while ACG bans the Warlock and the Lone Druid. So now, actually, interesting picks here. Sand King for for Team Paradise, while ACG picks the Lich, and yeah, and actually ACG picked the Lich earlier during the previous game and used it.
Lich is one of the isa sa mga common na support picks at this patch, singing competitively and even the pub games. Its power to deny the lane and harass the lane. It's not to be underestimated. Well, the bans from ACG is probably respect ban for the Paradise, since Warlock and Lone Druid probably, based on my stats, highest winning rate on the Paradise team.
Mhm. Yeah, and then now, more picks. So, Team Paradise picks the Spectre, so that'll be their carry. It was banned earlier, while ACG picks the Luna, probably their carry. And I think it was Vanny who mentioned earlier that Luna seeing more play right now in this new patch. So now we have another ban from Team Paradise,
Charles,
Queen of Pain.
you're listing down the bans, right?
Right now, haven't been able to list it, but this is being
Okay, then
recorded.
this is the first game.
Yeah, no, but it's being recorded, so I can always just watch
Alright,
my
I need
videos
the list,
back.
so I
Okay,
need the list later.
okay. So
Anyway, the next, the pick, Spectre pick, common, a good global ulti, gives the carry Spectre right to go engage at the team fight whenever the player wants. So,
yeah,
Luna itself, Luna and Chain, Eclipse in Chain Pro is probably one of the, uh, given if it's if you pull that out without any creeps, it probably torn down any team fight with its the two ultimate itself.
yep, yep. Okay, so more bans here. More support bans. ACG bans the Lina, while the Team Paradise bans the Jakiro. So
I'm not sure why they're banning Lina, but Shakiro is a well respected ban. It's one of the good supports at this Jeto Cup lately. Even this current patch, it doesn't have any quite big nerf, I think.
yeah. So ACG bans the Magnus, who she leads lane that mid, and sometimes even the off lane, but his RP is still very good. So now it's ACG's turn to pick. They can go for their mid hero. Actually, I want to see how Elder Titan played, but we've also seen the Troll Warlord banned in the previous game, so maybe those could be.
I wanna see a Bloodseeker mid, honestly.
You
I
don't
wanna
like.
see a
Uh,
Bloodseeker mid.
yeah, you don't like him as a carry. You think that
No,
he is.
no, Bloodseeker is too roaming. The buff at Bloodseeker
Mm-mm.
It's too good to be a roaming ganker.
Okay. So now AzG picks the Bounty Hunter. So more or less similar lineups from the previous game. They pick the Lich, pick the Bounty Hunter.
They
So
go for the sure heroes. Oh, we got an unusual pick with a witch doctor
yes,
for the
and
paradise.
yes, and Witch Doctor actually got some I would say for the most part buffs from the current patch. So in a way he
But
acts
still, it's,
yeah. In a way he acts like the Lich, like if he catches two heroes out, he can stun them and drop his ward. Uh, but yeah, that's contingent on those ideal scenarios.
yeah, but still, witch doctor is still witch doctor. Easy counterable.
Yeah, so yeah, we have those so we have the supports or what I presume will be supports for Team Paradise, and now it's
Paradise.
ACG's turn to pick. They could still pick their support.
They're gonna pick a disable. They should pick disable. AZG needed to pick disable with this team.
Yeah,
Oh, the Shuriken can cancel the witch doctor if I'm not mistaken.
yeah, it has a mini stun. Yeah, it has a mini stun, so it can cancel the Sand
Like
King's
okay, yeah,
epicenter. Well, epicenter
yeah,
early,
unless it
and
was released earlier. But
Death
witch
Ward.
doctor is counterable.
Yeah, but let's see what ACG's pick will here. I think they're going for another support. No, actually they go for their mid hero, so they
No,
pick
it's
the
not
Templar
Lanaya.
Assassin. Yeah, so they go for the Templar Assassin. Most likely this their mid hero, and let's see how Team Paradise will react. So they go for their mid disruptor again. This was their pick in the previous game, and
I'm not
immediately
sure
bans
how
Doom.
disruptor. I don't know. I'm not sure how disruptor deals with Lanaya. Though I can say that given
Ooh.
cautious play, this stuff is not gonna go,
Yeah.
not gonna die fast. But I don't know.
We'll see how it's played out. I think Team Paradise is experimenting with Disruptor. So now new pick here by ACG. They pick the Omni Knight. Before, while Team
Oh,
Paradise goes for the
Paradise
Dead
is too
Prophet.
greedy, too greedy, too greedy, too greedy build.
Yeah, but
But
late
in, I,
yeah, but lately in the
but
pubs, I think Dead Prophet's win rate is actually very
But
high.
I see the concept. I see the concept. But it's too greedy. It's too greedy. Let's see if Paris can pull out a big, can surprise ACG with this kind of combo. Honestly, this kind of combo can probably win team fights, but if they're too dependent on this combo, on the combo of Sand King onto the Witch Doctor, capped by the kinetic field with the ulti of Disruptor, with Ghost damaging around and Spectre damaging around. Let's see if Paradise can pull this out.
Okay, so maybe you can introduce the teams, starting with the Radiant, Jeto.
The Radiant, alright, we got Radiant. Okay. We got AZG Jungle with its mid Lanaya. We got Rai and its Omni Knight. We got 9 Days and its carry Luna. We got the stand-in as a support Lich and the off-lane Althea Lies with its off-lane Bounty Hunter.
Okay, and for the Dire side, we have XP Sonic Blade on the Spectre, who's on the safe lane in their carry. Rain Man on the Death Prophet. Then we have on the mid, the Martin Panda on the Disruptor again. And we have Rav on the offlane Witch Doctor together with Demandred 1687 on the Sand King. So both teams are going for this dual lane setup. And let's see how it will play out. Yeah, and so the Lich immediately denies his range creep.
Yeah, but look at the laning from the Dire. This is a really unusual lane. I was expecting at least a tri-lane from the two supports of Disruptor and Sand King supporting the Spectre. They could have won that with two disables, but they're putting that profit into the lane of the safe lane of with Spectre.
Yeah.
Both
So
neither of them can kill. Neither of them can hold an enemy because they don't have any disables.
okay. So that's actually a big misplay here. Bottom for the Sand King. He actually manages to get off the ward, blocking both creep camps. But his impale or sorry, his burst strike actually missed. And instead of hitting the Lich who was going for the haste rune, he actually trapped himself by this ledge. He eventually got out, but took a lot of damage from the creeps, and that's why he got harassed now. And then on top,
Right.
yeah, looks like both teams are holding off. The Bounty Hunter together with that Omni Knight, it's doing okay, so against this Spectre Death Prophet laning. In terms of last hits and denies, we have actually the Templar Assassin at mid, who's winning it convincingly with 5 last hits and 1 deny, while this Disruptor only has 2 last hits and 1 deny. And one big change right now is that denies on range heroes give as much XP as denies on melee heroes. So
Oh.
yeah, more or less even there. And there's a Thunder Strike on
The
that
Lich got a
Templar.
sentry.
Yeah,
It
so
caught the observer, so technically, no. Yep, he'll make it. He'll make with the spawn just in time at the 2 minute mark.
yeah, and he also got some gold there. Another big change is you get
Yeah,
money
you
for
get gold
killing
when you
those wards.
deny.
Yeah. So right now, AZG doing quite well, at least on their lanes. I think they're doing good on this bottom lane, and they're definitely winning mid lane. And on top lane, it's not too bad. Bounty Hunter just needs the levels, and this Spectre has already 8 last hits and 1 deny, but the Luna is still in the lead at least in the scary versus scary farming mark. Yeah. And then mid, yeah, this Templar Assassin is doing quite well
Yeah.
against that Disruptor. And we should check this 3 minute mark. As the 3 minute mark hits, let's see if which team gets to upgrade their courier first. And I think that will be decisive. And actually, on top, they make a go at this Bounty Hunter, but he manages to... Well, I was saying he escapes, but he doesn't. And that nice sentry ward placement there, and that's actually first blood favoring the Dire. And this Omni Knight has to fall back and regenerate his mana.
Hey Charles, I think I need to go to the lobby, other lobby.
Okay.
Enjoy your casting.
Okay, so that was Jeto of the infamous Jeto Cup, which the tournament is named after, and you can actually visit their Facebook page, facebook.com/Jeto Cup, or their Tumblr page, friendlydota.tumblr.com. Now, okay, so Radiant has their flying courier, and now this Sand King's making go at this Luna, and when with that curse, that might be enough damage. Yeah, and so that's a 2-0 kill lead right now, favoring the Dire. So looks like Team Paradise is definitely gonna make this a difficult game for AZG. At least so far, right on the laning phases. And this is Disruptor secures a haste rune. Let's see if can make something out of it. He's just wait. Looks like he's gonna bait this Templar Assassin, but Templar Assassin already has his refraction on. And on top, yeah, they just harassed that Bounty Hunter and that Omni Knight. While this Lich is getting some XP. Actually, yeah, it's actually doing bad for them. This Witch Doctor's already level 5, while the Sand King's level 3, the same as the Lich. It's okay, so Vanny tells us that Sonic Blade already has that Vanguard. While he's rushing Vanguard, he just needs that Vitality Booster. Yes, and there's actually a buff on that Vanguard. It now prevents 80% chance damage reduction instead of 70%, and we have a pause. So, Vanny, what do you think of that Vanguard on Spectre? I'm not a big fan of Vanguard in general, but especially in combination with the Spectre. But what do you think about it?
I think it's a good pickup since maybe he can tank in clashes, and he's a good distraction for this kind of lineup for Paradise.
Yes, and actually, yeah, one thing they're lacking is actually a tank, and I guess that'll be the role of the Spectre. The more damage he takes, the more he actually spreads it out as well. And I think Jeto was talking about their wombo combo. If you can trap in with the Disruptor, with the stun from and the curse from that Witch Doctor, and of course a Death Prophet on that Sand King, it's a big wombo combo. It'll really boil down to execution. But to be fair, right now Paradise is actually doing quite well, and they have a 2-0 lead right now, and it doesn't look like that AzG has a game plan right now, at least during the laning stages. Maybe as we approach the mid game, but I think they're winning the farming game in terms of last hits and denies. And yeah, if we look at the XP right now, it's a 200 XP lead favoring the Dire, so not that big, but still a lead. And in terms of the gold, 750 gold lead favoring the Dire side. So let's see how much they'll translate into to the mid game or even the late game. Yeah. And actually, talking about Spectre, I think one of the higher win rates actually in pubs is getting Desolate, but Spectre hasn't skilled that. While this Death Prophet, very tanky and provides a lot of nukes and utility, especially timely silence. So reconnection right now by the Radiant team, and hopefully we get an unpause soon. Okay, so they're just checking their ping. Yeah, and this Witch Doctor, yeah, nice skill there, the Maledict and that paralyzing cask. Yeah, I mean, that damage tends to add up if he can get a good Maledict in, and that's actually what caused the death of this Luna, especially if when she was getting harassed by this Sand King. So now there's a unpause, and let's see how it goes. Top, the Sentry Ward is providing a lot of harassment really towards that Bounty Hunter who can't just turn invisible there. And one of the bigger changes is the Sentry Ward lasts 4 minutes now instead of just 3. And we're actually in our first night cycle. So both teams have more limited vision, and this Temper's Assassin's making a go at this Disruptor. But they just back off. He had that refraction to prevent a lot of damage from the Thunder Strike. So actually, sorry you missed that kill at bottom. That that Witch Doctor manages to get a kill on that Lich. We were talking about the potency of that Maledict. Looks like that was we've seen that here. That's already 3 uncontested kills favoring the Dire. And this Luna just has boots, I think. Yeah, looking for her next scarf items, and looks like in mid both mid heroes managed to escape. This Templar Assassin just has 90 life left, but he has his refraction on, while this Disruptor manages to snag that invisibility rune, so he's healing up. So I think, yeah, this Templar needs to go back home, or at least a Bottle Crow. I'm not sure if he recognizes that the Disruptor is just there, so he has to play it safe and pop his refraction and actually his meld, just in case the Disruptor was nearby, since he was very low on health. And top, yeah, just this Omni Knight. Bottom, looks like this Disruptor might get a kill on that Templar Assassin. So yes, that Thunder Strike was enough to get that kill. So this is a very complete opposite of the previous game. Whereas AzG was dominating, right now it's Team Paradise who's dominating, and they're making go this Lich who's cursed. But the Luna pops up her ulti, but with that invisibility from that Sandstorm, that doesn't really translate. So actually that translates into 3 kills right now, but this Bounty Hunter might just kill that Sand King and even that Witch Doctor. No, thanks to that nighttime, he missed that, but still, That's their first kill on the board against that support Sand King, but things are going very bad right now for the Radiant team. And perhaps to note there is that this Spectre has been uncontested the entire time. Ready has his Vanguard, so for me that signals he can fight. I guess once he reaches level 6, he'll be joining in those team fights. And mid, we had this fight between Templar Assassin versus Disruptor. And so the Templar Assassin gets that kill there. So comeback there from the Radiant, but they really need more right now. And on top, okay, yeah. So this Lich is rotating in, and looks like, let's see if this Omni Knight Lich combo can get a kill on these two heroes. No, it's just a harassment so far. Yeah, Lich still doesn't have his ulti yet. And there's a regeneration rune here at the bottom river, and the Templar Assassin snags it, while this Bounty Hunter walks in the sentry range. But he's out of it, so they won't catch him anymore. Actually, that was the Radiant Sentry, sorry. So, not a big deal. And now rotations from the Dire. So, that Sand King missed his Burrow Strike, and he's now getting slowed. Sandstorm, but I think there's a send back there by the Disruptor, but it's not that far. And now this Templar Assassin is making a go. He has his refraction on earlier, but it wears off, and a nice reality there by the Spectre gets the kill, and this Bounty Hunter might be next to fall. Yeah, so he falls. So the Dire winning those team fights despite getting tracked there. So that's 2-0 favoring the Dire. And let's see if they'll transition into a mid tower push. Okay, so perhaps the only saving grace there, it buys up this space for this Luna to farm. But I think in terms of carries, let's see, look at the net worth chart. Yep, it's a Spectre who's in the lead, and he's now looking to farm up his next item, which is this face boots. And then following next is actually the Templar Assassin, and then actually that Witch Doctor, whose combos are still looking to be very potent. The Death Ward and the Maledict combo, if you can set it up right with the paralyzing casks, can do a lot of damage. But favoring right now the Radiant is that okay, so fight in mid, but the Disruptor manages to escape. You have 3 heroes here by the Radiant, while 2 for the Dire. But this Disruptor is just healing back, so cellmate there, and at least Radiant is actually managing to keep their tower. While this Spectre is just farming, already has his face boots. So let's see what the next transition will be. The bottom, we have the Sand King and Witch Doctor facing off against this Luna. There's actually pings here by the Radiant team. Looks like they might want to make a go at the Spectre, but he might just reality out of there. The Templar Assassin is making a go. He throws his Spectral Dagger, looking to escape. But while that happens, the Dire actually manages to kill that Luna with just that Sand King and Witch Doctor. But rotation in from that Prophet, so Dire Skank doesn't quite work out, and that Spectre survives. And in exchange, they get a kill on that Luna. So Team Paradise definitely still is very much in the lead on this game. So there's a disconnection, and let's see if there's a pause. Okay, Vanny, any comments so far on this game?
Okay, if you can see on AzG's lineup, they don't have much disables as compared to the first game. That's why they're kinda losing this early game.
Yeah, but in terms of carries, how do you think it'll match up? I think they can burst down the opposing team with sheer damage, but actually the same can be said also right now for the Dire.
If by mid game they manage to gank a lot and utilize this trap, maybe they can come back.
Okay. So this heroes, Radiant heroes gathering in mid. But so far nothing still happening. And they're in range of this dire sentry ward. Yeah, but sorry, one big change here is that this sentry ward actually doesn't provide vision. You need to have vision there. So it might not have been spotted. And actually what I'm awaiting is for either team to do a smoke gank, because smoke ganks can't be detected anymore, short of triggering that smoke. And right now this Dire, I think they know the bounty hunter is there, and but with him invisibility and with them without sentry wards, not much they can do. And there's a chase here right now by the Radiant team. There's a slow by the traps by the Templar Assassin, and but this Sand King manages to use his Sandstorm just in time. And it's a failed gank there by the Radiant team. And then on top we see this Dead Prophet and this Spectre just pushing the top tower. And yeah, and perhaps while Radiant team just goes for that mid tower Guild is pop. But let's see if this disruptor's enough to hold off. Yes, it's enough to hold off the tower. But while that was happening, this Sand King Witch Doctor combo manages to get a kill again on that Luna. And okay, there's a disconnection right now from Spectre, so I'm expecting another pause. Okay, there's the pause, and looks like they're making a go at this bounty hunter, but yeah, there's no detection really on the supports right now by the Dire team. Despite this rotation, nearby rotation by the Disruptor and this Death Prophet, but they might get a kill actually on this Templar Assassin. So he's actually healed, and nice Chain Frost, getting a kill on that Death Prophet. And we have the Spectre Reality in, and this Sand King's epicenter doesn't really hit anyone. But you know, it's a Death Prophet for the Templar Assassin. Maybe that's very good. Now the Spectres are making go at this Omni Knight, and they get that kill with that assist from that Sand King. And let's yeah, and we were talking about the towers. So far, all the towers are up, but let's see if they'll change soon. Perhaps that's one thing going for the Radiant team, despite the advantage by the Dire. They haven't really converted it into tower kills. So if they can stall the game longer, I think they're still in this. But now it's finally this push of death with 3 heroes in, but this Templar Assassin just walking in, he just gets sent back by the Disruptor, but it wasn't a teleport, so still nearby, and Dire team backs off. Yeah, so yeah, saying despite this advantage by the Dire team, it's really not getting converted into towers. So they're 15 despite 15 minutes into the game, there's still a big chance for the Radiant team to get a comeback. And if we look at the XP chart, it's a 4,000 lead for favoring the Dire. And in terms of the gold, yeah, the gold's also around that much, 4,000 gold. And now there's just some dewarding going on here by the Dire. And we might actually see some conflict finally here on mid. So there's that Thunderstrike and that Kinetic Field. While this Templar Assassin is focusing on the objectives, he's making a go at the tower. Actually, the ward is dropped and gets a kill on the Templar Assassin. So nice defense there by the Dire, and looks like they're looking to deny their mid tower. So for the most part, that's definitely a big win for the Dire. They not just get the hero kill, they also get the tower deny. I think the Radiant team was hoping to bank on that some tower gold there, but they don't get as much as they should have.
Dire's bottom tower is under siege.
And if you look at the vision right now, it's also favoring the Dire. You have these Observer Ward and Sentry Ward there. But yeah, but I think one comeback mechanism for either team we right now is that smoke. It can't really be detected by sentry wards or even a gem, so it's a good mechanism. But it's daytime now, so you might maybe want to save that smoke for that nighttime. And now looks like there might be a conflict in mid. We have all these heroes gathered here, and this Spectre, does he have his ultimate up? Yep, he can just reality in there, and actually if Radiant overextends, that might be their doom. There's just some tracks here, but the problem is these tracks aren't getting converted. So the Spectre finally uses his ultimate, and that combination goes for lets them 3 kills. And this Lich actually might die thanks to that Witch Doctor. Yeah, he dies to that Witch Doctor Maledict. And I think this is the death finally of the mid tower by the Radiant,
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
especially with that Prophet ulti up. And one big change also is that there are more spirits now for exorcism. And Dire in a decisive lead with 17 kills, and
Middle tower is
with only 3 kills right now for AzG. And let's see, I'm not so sure if you really want to teleport there, Omni Knight. But yeah, he had his spell immunity on, so that really helped him. And there we can go. This might actually get a kill on the Witch Doctor, but no. They successfully back off. This Bounty Hunter, some tracks, and there's a trap. So they might actually still get a kill on that Witch
Ooh,
Doctor.
so
Yeah, a nice kill there. I think he was also tracked. So,
Dire's top
and we
tower
were
is
talking
under
about comeback
attack.
mechanism. That's 1,000 gold in addition to the track gold there. And this Bounty Hunter might even get a kill on that Prophet. Yep. She's teleporting it. No, doesn't teleport out in time. They even spend Luna's ulti. So very good comeback there for the Radiant team. They get some much needed kills. That's actually significantly lot of money. And actually the team fight isn't over yet. At mid, they're just making a go at this Templar Assassin. It's actually trapped, and and the Templar Assassin dies. Yeah, in terms of gold, yeah, we can see that a significant change in the gold graph, but still favoring the Dire.
Dire structures have been fortified.
And the glove has been popped. Let's see what the next item progression of the heroes are.
Tower is under attack.
Looks like this Spectre finally has his diffusal blade, so that'll make his illusions from his ulti more dangerous. And looks like there's a fight at bottom. We have this Spectre joining in, and looks like they might get a kill on this Omni Knight. So that's a kill on the Omni Knight. And that's it. Let's see if they can convert that into a bottom tower. Okay, Lich gets a Tranquil Boots, and what I like about these new Tranquil Boots, they really help these supports, especially the roaming supports. And while you're roaming and not really hitting, you regenerate a lot of HP as well. And
Radiant's
Dire now is
bottom tower
going for this bottom tower, and they'll get it. While on top, this Templar Assassin is just
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
trying to farm. And we have the Sand King who already has his Blink Dagger. So it's actually nighttime, perfect time to gank. And let's see if any of the Radiant heroes will actually be ganked by this roving Dire team. So they hear the Spectre and they'll spot him, but the Spectre will still have his visibility. Sorry, and I missed that kill. Looks like on top, that Sand King waiting there finally paid off, and together with the Spectre, they get the kill. But the Templar Assassin, yeah, he died from the Spectre, so that's more gold going to their carry. And he still has majority of his disruption charges. And while that's happening, we have the other heroes of the Dire at mid. Vanny, any comments on the game so far?
Okay, so early game is about to finish and it's getting in the mid game. So they haven't done so much to get a comeback, but yeah, I think this is a GG already for the AzG since the supports are not pulling, I mean stacking some comps for Luna to farm up, and I think there is no more way for them to come back. Let's just see.
Okay, so yeah. And I think yeah, ancient camps are still just as potent, but yeah, it would be nice to stack that for the Luna. And right now, both sides are more or less passive. But Sand King has a haste rune, but he's just farming. The most right now is Radiant gathering on top, but that's four heroes there concentrated, while there's more or less a split up. So that's more XP and gold for them overall. In terms of vision, both sides really it's nighttime, so they have limited vision. And just that observer ward here for the Radiant and this observer ward here by Dire. But actually bottom there's also these wards. And this Templar Assassin will get that invisibility rune. And on top looks like they're making a go at this Omni Knight. And Luna pops up for ulti, and there's they might actually get a kill first on that bounty hunter. And let's see if there's any follow-up. Yeah, they get a kill on that Luna. And now it looks like this Templar Assassin might be the next one to fall. There's a Chain Frost there hitting the heroes, and this Spectre might die. So far he's still surviving, and Templar Assassin gets that last hit, but he dies in the process. So that's a team wipe right now for the Radiant team, but well, Radiant team only uses two of their heroes, but still it's a core, but team wipe is team wipe. And the Disruptor manages to get a gem. Let's see if there's a push coming from the Dire. No, they're just waiting for their creeps. And just looking at the gold, yeah. So in terms of net worth right now, it's actually it's scary that four of the Dire heroes are in the lead in terms of net worth, with only the Spectre catching up now. What do you think of the Disruptor pick right now by the Dire,
Bottom tower is
Vanny?
Actually, it's a good setup for their lineup. Since once you lock down all the heroes with the kinetic field and the static storm, you can just set up your death ward and epicenter. Actually, they got a good ban since I think AzG is expecting to get the what do you call that hero, Rubik. They banned the Rubik.
Oh, okay.
Did you know that when you get an Aghanim Scepter in Rubik, you can also get Aghanim effect in your stolen spells.
Yeah, it's a big change. Before, on the opposite end, if you actually steal spell with an Aghanims on the opposing hero, you don't get that Aghanim anymore. But if the Rubik has the Aghanim, he can benefit from that Aghanim change. So now we have this they catch Radiant manages to catch up the Spectre, but he just uses ulti to buy him some time, and let's see how this will work out. It's a messy team fight. I'm not yet sure who's winning. So actually the Radiant loses four of their heroes, while this Death Prophet can transition into a mid tower push, and with all those spirits, I don't think this mid tower is long for this world. Oh, that was actually a good setup there by the Radiant team, but Spectre used this ulti and bought himself enough time for his allies to come in, and you saw what happened next. And now this might be the final push of the game. The heroes are still dead, but at this point, with all this net worth from the Dire team, they could easily get this tower with only the Luna defending. Actually, there are some tracks here, but I don't think they can really get the kill. Yeah, and this Spectre single-handedly entering tower, but Dire just backs off, especially with all the heroes now coming back. And with this new patch, it's really hard to buy back. If you buy back and you don't get any kills, you're not really getting any gold there since you don't get unreliable gold while your normal buyback timer is still on. So right now we have this disruptor just warding the Roshan pit, and with that illusion rune just scouting out the enemy heroes. But they're just backing off. I don't think they realize that those are just illusions. And at mid, looks like they make a go at this Templar Assassin. He has his refraction on, but he's trapped by that field, by the disruptor. But actually the Templar Assassin survives for quite some time, but eventually falls down together with Omni Knight. So it's that really execution by this team. Luna pops up her ulti, but the other heroes come in and gets some additional kills. So now, yeah, I think this is this should be GG now, as they push and break this mid tower, and which should also translate into Arax.
Radiant's middle tower.
So Luna just tries to defend, but I don't think there's really any way for her to defend this. So now they're going at this mini Rax, and it finally falls.
Middle barracks is Radiant's middle barracks is down.
Perhaps the only problem right now is Dire is that the other tier 2 towers are still up. So once they get these mid racks, there's really not much else they can do unless they wanna fight. So Omni Knight here, this Sand King actually in falls, and that's a lot of gold. And actually they also get a kill there on the Twitch Doctor. And nice use there. They might also kill this disruptor. So, and they get a gem to boot. Oh, that's actually a lot of gold heading for the Radiant. I mean, they lost their racks, but so were 3 hero kills on lots of gold heading their way as a part of the new comeback mechanism for the latest patch. And they also have a gem to boot, so the Sand King's very vulnerable now. And I think, and they'll transition into a mid tower push and just harass this mid tower.
Dire's middle tower is being attacked.
Actually, interesting pickup by Omni Knight here.
The Yules.
Yes.
Actually, it's a underrated item. I like it actually because one, it gives you move speed that stacks with other move speed items, and that and it also works as a disable either defensively or offensively. I think in general it's an underrated item and not many supports pick it, so I do like that pick.
Yep.
So right now, Radiant getting control of warding vision, but the Spectre's looking to make a go at this Roshan, and Radiant is just too far off, I think, to notice it or even contest it. And Spectre still just has his level 1 Diffusal Blade, but he picks up the Tiasha. I guess he's looking to go for that Manta style soon. But yeah, props right now to...
Actually,
yeah, go on.
actually, once they got the BKB for Luna and Templar Assassin, I think they can come back here.
Yeah,
Since
yeah.
Since in the Dire team, their heroes are almost spell based.
Yeah, it's only really, I think, the Ward and that Spectre who deals some physical damage. And yeah, I was gonna compliment AzG for hanging this long. If they can stall actually the game for 20 more minutes, I think they're in this. As yeah, as Vanny mentioned, with those BKBs, the Dire heroes should be dropping off soon. And looks like they're both teams are just going for a tower trade. Radiant is pushing the top tower while Dire's pushing the bottom tower. And actually, they get that bottom tower, and they can even defend the top if they want. But no, they'll just be content to end this game quick and push bottom, which I think is the right idea. I mean, they have the ages, and while the heroes are still on top, they have this opportunity. But right now, that's just a backing off. Yep, they just back off and defend their top tower. Okay, sorry, just losing my voice. Recovering from a sore throat. But right now, looks like I'm overextending.
Sorry, man.
Yeah, okay lang. I was hoping for a quick victory by AzG, but it looks like we're going to a third match if they don't return this around. So props to Team Paradise for, dominating the second match so far. And looks like they're focusing on the objectives. They're taking down this tier 2 top tower, and they even drop a sentry ward just in case to ward off that bounty hunter. And they still have some time for that Roshan. Okay, so looks like Radiant will just be defending, and Dire smartly backs off. And I think that's their problem now. It's really hard to push into the Radiant base, especially with them and their BKBs. And looks like there we can go this Disruptor. He was slowed earlier, and they have a track on him. Right. But yeah, I think this Omni Knight is skirting dangerous. I think you want to engage them by your tower. So now we have this team fight. Several heroes of Dire are tracked, but they're now trapped by that kinetic field. Thankfully, that Spectre had that Spectral Dagger, and Luna's ultimate has been popped, and they get kill on that Spectre, but he has the Aegis. So now we have this prolonged team fight, but that Epicenter is doing some damage. They already got a kill on the Lich, and now there's a lot of illusions actually on the Spectre. But they should focus on the objective, so yeah. Buyback from the Lich, but Dire's getting this top tower. They popped the Gilf the last minute, buying them some time, but it's not enough to fend off this push. So the question is whether Dire can get this midi racks. The kinetic field is zoning them out, and silence there by the Death Prophet to keep them out. So now another prolonged fight. He might get a kill this bounty hunter, and there's a epicenter pop. Okay, and I think that's more or less GG for the Radiant. That's a near team wipe. It's just the Templar Assassin still alive. So they get the midi racks. Okay, and there's a GG. So looks like we're heading into a third match, and we'll just wait for the final score. Okay, so that's a 10-38 for our final score, and Team Paradise winning that match. So if you're watching us, thank you.